What's up, guys? Welcome back, my BlockHashians, to another educational episode talking about the top cryptocurrencies in the industry right now. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts on today's topic, which is going to be GRT, the graph, and other cryptocurrencies you want me to cover in the future that we can talk about in detail for, 2023, their price predictions, what are they doing, what developments do they have, what solutions, what use cases, what the price predictions might be. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. And let's get into it today. So we're going to be talking about the graph and GRT. This is a very interesting blockchain protocol. They are essential because they're like one of these backbone type of projects that just make certain leaps and bounds in the space more realistic. You can think of them almost as the Google engine of the space in a lot of ways. So they're key for indexing through their subgraphs, being able to make this space queryable, if that's even a word, queryable. Queried. I don't know. Comment down below if there's an appropriate term I should be using. Anyways, jumping into it, the graph. Let's give a bit of an overview. So if you're not overly familiar, the graph is a cryptocurrency and blockchain-based network that aims to provide a decentralized infrastructure for the indexing and querying of blockchain data. The graph is designed to be an open-source scalable platform that allows developers to build decentralized applications that can efficiently access data from various blockchains, including Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polkadot, and others. The graph was founded by Yaniv Tal, Janice Pullman, and Brendan Ramirez, the other Brandon in the room, in 2017, and the team successfully raised $12 million in a token sale in December of 2020. The platform has gained a lot of attention from developers and investors alike, with high-profile projects like Uniswap, Aave, Synthetics, using the graph for their indexing and querying needs. The graph's decentralized approach to indexing and querying data offers several advantages over centralized alternatives. It ensures that dApps can access blockchain data in a secure and censorship-resistant manner, while enabling developers to build apps that are interoperable across multiple blockchains. So in short, the graph uses artificial intelligence and AI to learn how to index data, organizing this info into what are called subgraphs for querying efficiency. So let's look at some of the use cases and how the graph and this technology can be applied. It can be applied in the industry of decentralized finance and DeFi for governance purposes, grants and grant programs, philanthropy, marketplaces. It can be applied into entertainment in that industry, into social media, social networks, potentially virtual worlds in the metaverse, who knows? A lot of different areas that this becomes readily needed, I think. So the graph creates a lot of different solutions through these different areas, using a neutral foundation for Web3 development that is fruitful for solving common problems in the world. These solutions could be agency, so you're owning your own identity, your own information, your own data, your own reputation, whatever that may be. Complete autonomy and agency over you. Reliability, being guaranteed to run forever on reliable public infrastructure, just same way, Bitcoin has been running forever. Reliability. Interoperability, providing seamless switching between decentralized applications, maybe even cross-chain, cross-network. Money, being able to program money in financial contracts. Security, being able to provide safe, secure, and private interactions. And governance through transparent rules that people have a voice in. A lot of things the graph can do. The graph has a lot of financial backers as well, which include, but are not limited to, Framework, Parify Capital, DTC Capital, Multicoin, Coinbase Ventures, Digital Currency Group, DCG, Coin Funds, Collider, Lemony Scrap, Reciprocal Compounds, 122 West, Tally Capital, South Park Commons, Stakefish, JD Capital, and others. So they have a lot of support, a lot of money behind them. In the news, the graph has, I wouldn't say has been in the news all that much, but given the recent rise in AI and artificial intelligence and the demand around that, I think it has also kind of pushed the graph along as well. People are very interested in how AI kind of connects to blockchain. So people have been, doing a lot of articles on how AI can be used to enhance maybe the graph network, or how it is enhancing the graph network through subgraphs. There's collaboration right now between the graph and Coinbase's L2 called Base that came out recently. Again, OpenAI, really with ChatGPT 3 and now with GPT-4, is spurring all this interest in AI cryptocurrencies, and if AI should be more involved with crypto, how can AI be combined with crypto? What are the avenues there? It's an interesting avenue to go down. The graph is, the Google blockchain. Like I mentioned at the very beginning of this, when you're building a query solution and you're trying to obtain information from any of these blockchains, you want to build a decentralized dApp, for example. Let's say you want to build something like the OG CryptoKitties, but you need to query data from a different blockchain, or you want to query data in a decentralized fashion from multiple blockchains and multiple users across multiple networks. You do kind of need something like a Google to access these things and to find them and to retrieve information and data. So the graph is filling a very important niche that I don't think a lot of people have thought about right off the bat. So there's been some news and articles around that as well. And I expect a lot more to be talked about with the graph relatively soon. And I think that'll lend very well to its price. Right now, it's beaten down quite a bit, just like everything has been since the beginning of 2022 and now here into 2023. We have seen a little bit of a relief with the graph rallying to almost 25 cents. I think it can get to roughly 30 cents and get to these resistance levels that it originally has had maybe this year if this trend continues, and it looks like the volume has picked up. So if this volume can sustain and this bottom trend line can sustain throughout the rest of the year, by September, October, it's very possible that the graph gets to about 30 cents. And maybe it finishes the year in that range between 25 cents, 35 cents, maybe upwards of 40 if everything goes really well. But we're talking about like 100% move. So a lot needs to go right for that to happen if we're going to be in that kind of market again. Getting into 2024, we could see it return to all-time highs and get close. Maybe $2.50 could be a realistic target. And then getting into 2025, maybe we go to new all-time highs. We break those barriers. Maybe we go over $3. Maybe we hit $3.50. It's kind of hard to tell because the graph doesn't have much of a chart history to look at and be able to say, it's been here. These are the trends. These are the cycles in comparison to Bitcoin, to Ethereum. That doesn't exist, so it's a little bit difficult. But given the fact that they're building a really important use case in the blockchain space that doesn't quite exist outside of the graph, so they've cornered this part of the industry in terms of building a query-based solution for data that's decentralized. They could do really well because of just that. When you're the one to go to and you don't have a lot of competition, usually you see most of the value. You control that market share. So these numbers could be even a lot higher. It's entirely possible. It just comes down to, can the graph continue to implement use cases and build partnerships? You can also learn more about the graph on the podcast on BlockHash Exploring the Blockchain. We interviewed them back in November or December, I think, and really went into some more depth on what they're trying to do and what this query system looks like for them. So if you're very curious and you want to understand it in more detail and you want to know, what they're up to, then I highly recommend checking out that episode as well. Regardless, be sure to like, again, comment what your thoughts are, subscribe to the channel, and remember that everything in these videos, it's not financial advice. The charting and the price predictions are not financial advice. This is just my opinion, sharing it with you guys. We're doing something together that's educational. We're just taking a look at all these projects and seeing where they're at, where they've been in the past and where they could go into the future. So anyways, thank you guys for supporting the channel. Support the video. Share it with people you might think could be interested in this as well. And we got some more coming out pretty soon, so hope you guys are enjoying these. Peace.